Okay, here we are again with Dr. Peter Gorman, president of MicroGate USA. And he's going to help us explain our drift protocol. And this test that we do with the OptoJump is a very simple test in theory, but very complex in terms of understanding and really the evaluation of what it actually shows. Basically what we do is we jump 5 times on one leg and 5 times on the other leg in 2 different directions, allowing us to show a graph of landing points and contact times and height. So, Dr. Gorman, if you in more detail explain how you've simplified this for us, because what Doc has done, which has helped me tremendously, is get this to 1 score so that we can assimilate that information for young people to understand how to make progress.
All right, so very simply, the drift protocol was a protocol that we devised to show us power, ability to execute the power, and more importantly, to aim it, your stability. Because without stability, you don't have the ability for the other 2 components. So by jumping a series of jumps, left leg, right leg, we not only get the power of each leg and make its comparison, we get the ground contact time of each leg and make its comparison, but we get a graphic representation of how the person was able to try to jump in place. And then we can see on this particular athlete that his left leg had instability going on a left to right kind of deflection. On his right leg, he had a front to back deflection. So think about that. 2 legs, and one's unstable left to right, one's unstable front to back, and it gives you this little shearing force. Now, it doesn't cause injury, but this imbalance could lead to susceptibility, and then next thing you know, the athlete's in the greatest shape of his life, and you say, oh, he got a groin pull. Oh, he got a hamstring pull. So what we wanted to do is, again, come up with a test that could guide us towards power in our weight training, our strength, guide us towards contact time ability, and fixing that probably through our plyometric training. But here, an actual graphic representation of a person's dynamic balance control. And what we didn't want to have, and everybody knows the story out there, if he didn't get hurt and he was in the greatest shape of his life, we would have won the championship. Well, here's for the first time a graphic representation of somebody's dynamic balance control. And what we want to see over time is just that the shaded area gets smaller, allowing your BFS number to get larger. So we'll see improvements with power, easy to record, see improvements with contact time, easy to record, and see improvements with stability, dynamic balance control. And with the BFS number, this is able to help us baseline our athlete and his performance criteria.
Excellent. So in this case, what you've done for us on a scale of 1 to 10, or excuse me, on a scale of 1 to 100, you have tried to give us a number that represents all of the tests that are within this structure. And what we have to do as an athlete is take that number and try to make it bigger.
Right. What we did was we took all the imbalances and we add them up.
Right. Okay.
So if you don't have, and then we subtract them from 100. But if you don't have any imbalances, you have no subtractions from 100. So everybody with training is striving weekly, daily to get towards 100. How do you get there? By improving your efficiency and your effectiveness of movement by doing your BFS protocols and monitoring yourself and training properly in that weight room.
Excellent. Well, thanks again, because I know this is an advanced test and you work very hard on this, to get this a little more simplified.
Test. Yeah. This is a good test.
Thank you very much. And again, I'd like to represent that this knowledge and this information is on the Bigger, Faster, Stronger website, and you can always go there to explore this at greater depths. Thank you very much.